and in its very mutability lie so many of its truths. When travelling from England into Wales, it is invariably so that the greens swell deeper, contours sharper, and the crags sulkier, but in ways that are somehow both imperceptible and sudden. No less a stereotype, crossing into Wales often seems to provoke a downpour, as if the two countries are governed from different heavens. And perhaps they are. For all the egalitarian pose of the Severn Bridge, you need not go far either side of it to be reminded that these are neighbours of radically, almost comically, mismatched weight and wealth. The border has been just as capricious, temporarily too. In its 2,000-year history, the lines have been drawn and redrawn, have surged and shrunk in and out of focus, like rocks in a fog-bound estuary. The Severn, probably, this southern end, or perhaps the Dee, its northern. A straight line between them is a little over 100 miles long, but the England-Wales border takes a leisurely 160 to make the same journey. Like a wayward contour, it wriggles across moors and mountain, skips along rivers and burrows deep through forests and vales. More prosaically, it also runs down the middle of urban streets, divides industrial estates and golf courses, and splits suburbs and stations from their own town centres. Today, after more than 20 years of political devolution, the border seems suddenly sharper than ever. In 2014, David Cameron came as Prime Minister to address the Welsh Conservative Party conference, and, in an attempt to score points about the handling of the health service by the Labour administration in Cardiff, declared that Offa's Dyke is now the line between life and death. 6 years later, during the coronavirus outbreak, his gaudy soundbite echoed in ironic reverse when the Welsh Government's far more cautious approach bore early dividends. In a poll during the first wave of the pandemic, 7 out of 10 Welsh voters said that they preferred to take their orders from Cardiff over London, and that Wales felt safer than England. Numbers for outright independence soared too. Even if enthusiasm for that remains a minority sport, growing devolution will surely mean greater legislative divergence. Until now, all this had seemed small-scale, benign, amusing. If it made the news, it was likely to be as the "and finally" bit at the end. At the Diva Stadium, for instance, home of Chester Football Club, you enter in England to watch the match in Wales. The border runs along the back of the main stand, and when the smoking ban was introduced by the Welsh Senedd 3 months before Westminster followed suit, tannoy announcements had to remind the crowd that it was the new Welsh law they should obey. Visiting supporters bellow at the Chester fans to the tune of Go West. "You're Welsh, and you know you are." It is not a compliment. The first modern legal incarnation of the border, the dry Welsh Sunday, is now only a nostalgic hangover. Legend has it that the Lion Hotel in Llanymynech, split between Shropshire and Montgomeryshire, had to close one bar on Sundays while the other did a roaring trade. But, as so often hereabouts, legend is lying, for the whole place was shut on the Sabbath. True enough, though, that many a first building after the "Welcome to England" sign was a pub, and that they made Sunday whoopee for decades, as charabancs, bicycles and ramshackle Austins sped their way there and, hours later, wobbled their way home. True, too, that in the Llanymynech Lion, as a regular once put it to me, I sup my pint in Wales and piss it out in England. Go back further, much further, and the line is live. Defining it, then defending it, took a hugely disproportionate chunk of road.